Hi everybody, I'm just going to do some gluing today. My iCAD process has kind of, I don't know what to call it. It's definitely not stopped. I keep on and keep on. But I'm not doing finished ones, which is disturbing me. Let's see. I just want to glue some things. I already have some things glued in this page. This reminds me of when we used to go to San Diego and spend a week or 2 weeks on the beach. And it was very fun. This reminds me of the boardwalk. Little steps up to maybe our place where we stayed. Just all of the colors and everything totally reminds me of that time. So it's way hot here. I think it hit 110 a couple of days ago. You know, there's only two ways to survive at 110 heat. That is to stay in behind closed doors, whoops, and not leave, which is sometimes my option. I don't know if that's gonna go there or here. I think I'll do dry placement first. Dry placement works for me pretty well. So then we hit kind of a, I hesitate to call it a cold spot. It's not cold, but it's cooler. It's cooler. I took my tacky glue, I think I already told you this, and I filled it with my Elmer's Glue All. School Glue All. So I don't know. I don't know about this. And I'm not used to using it, and I'm putting on too much stuff. So I'll just scoot some of it off. These are cool. And they were hardly anything. They came two in the package. This is a piece of my jelly printing. I don't know, there's some really, really vibrant colors on this page. And I'm not paying a whole lot of attention to some of it. Now that I have those two pieces on, I really don't like the purple because there's no more, there are no other purples on this page. I'll just set this over here. I'll have to glue that in and figure that out later. And the same little feral kitties that used to just run my dogs wild, they are now coming up to my patio door and meowing. Like maybe if they're hungry or thirsty. Outside kitties like ferals suffer in the summertime here. But the problem is, as soon as I walk up to the door and say hello, they are running off in feral fear of their life. This one that came up this morning and meowed is, they all kind of look alike, of course, because they're all of the same colony. Except for the big mean big guy. He seems to sit around with them and look mean. I have to remind myself why these are good. And funny thing is, I always keep my one that I almost ruined. This one's pretty much a goner. It's just, there's no give to it anymore. And the greatest, I think I already said this, but it bears repeating. The greatest achievement recently was that every child in the Omega home, they were sponsored for school. Just thrilling. It's the first time that's happened. So now we have a food deficit. That's the way it is. You get one thing accomplished and then another thing appears. You know, we've raised the standard of eating, to include some things that they had never had. I mean, never had before. And I would so love to continue to be able to make sure they have meat in their diet. You know, over there, it's all about how to keep body and soul together. Literally. So the last food list I received from Patrick, he's the director. If you already know about all of this, then forgive me, I just talk about it. He was asked to rework it because it was too much. And of course I get real huffy about it, and I'm like, no, they need that. They need those things. But the truth is there's not enough money. Breaks my heart. So if you have an extra $10, here I go. To make a donation, you can, I don't know how it's done to donate anonymously, if you even want to donate anonymously, just for this month or something. Most appreciated. Let's see. When I do get this page done, I'll just run a little line down there and so that I can fold it. It's cracking right now because I've left it open right where it is. I don't know if you remember this book. This is called my glue book. And I work in it when I need some inspiration, actually. Right now I need a little inspiration. Let me see what my time is. 12. Oh, really good. Awesomely good. So I wonder if I put this in here and cut away the purple. I might try that. But not right now. I have some cool things in here. You know, this is just a glue book. There's nothing. I like the theme that I started with of, used to be our trips to San Diego when my kids were little. I took the 3 foster children there that I adopted. I took them there a couple of times and we had a blast. It was just me. And that's okay, that's good. Worked out just fine. My son, my oldest son went with them. He was really good to these kids when he was home from the service. He would spend time with them like a role model, a male role model. And I think it affected them way positive. They still regard him as a role model. And they want to spend, 2 of them still want to spend time with family. One of them is so deep into the world of drugs. I pray for him. Whenever I can, I reach out to him. But it's a rough life for him, and it's not, I don't see it getting better. He goes back to the same type of lifestyle as soon as he gets out of jail, if that tells you much. Okay, nope. I have some, these are iCads that I've started. This is on the failed salt technique. I have not gotten more salt. This is like printed tissue paper right here. I did this over at my daughter's house while I was with my granddaughter in the last couple days. So I've started those two. This gorgeous, let me see if make sure you can see that. Yeah, this gorgeous jelly printing goes well with this. Image of the owl. So I'm working with that a little bit. Kind of like glue books, the things with iCads is you can try all kinds of new stuff that you've never tried before. And then I've been finding some bit of sayings. It would be nicer because of the owl if this one could say wise. Although being strong is wise. I don't know. That would be very cool. So I'm just working through a lot of stuff here with the iCads. I think that what I want to do right now is I just want to do some stamping on this one. And this lovely swirly image. Would make some nice layering on top. Of that pretty tissue paper. And I'm using black because the tissue paper actually has black. It has black lines on it. And I like to go over the edge. So It stays on as permanent, so if I go over the top of it with something that's water-based, like obviously watercolors or Mod Podge, which I think I left my Mod Podge over at my granddaughter working at my daughter's house yesterday. Not sure. I wasn't done. So at this point, I'm looking for a kind of like a focal point. And I know I'll come across one, but this is what's happening. I'm getting some ideas for certain things. This background would be the printed tissue paper. You can also stamp on tissue paper, and but this was printed tissue paper and it had the colors. So there's that one. And I'm getting to a certain point and I'm wanting to move on to the next one. So there's that one. This one, it has all this great texture. And I'm looking to see what I'm going to do. Then you'll remember this one from a couple of days ago. I'm still wondering about it. Then we have this little girl. That was the alcohol technique. This is resist with glue. Paper strips. Let's see how I'm doing. I like to make extras just for finishing up more and sending out. Tissue paper. I don't know if you can see that. More glue resist. white tissue paper from napkins. Lori Marie Jenkins collage. Corrugated cardboard. I didn't write this down, but it's the one with another kind of background, so I don't know. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but not all finished. And I'm pretty close to putting this one together. And I want very much to keep up with it all, but with all this stuff going on, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. Anyway, I will talk to you later. I hope you have a great rest of the day. I love you all. Welcome to my new subscribers. And please comment, thumbs up, and see you next time.